we live already?
We're live.
Oh,
Hello.
hey. Hello, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Welcome on here.
We started a couple minutes early, so hopefully people get notifications that we're live. Hopefully what I have done has worked. Let's see.
Has everyone poured their iced tea? I have my iced tea, so I got mine covered. In case anyone was wondering.
Did it work? Let's see. Hello.
Welcome, everybody.
Trying to see if it's live on Instagram or not. Hi. You found us.
Hello, hello. Cheers. Happy Thursday, is it?
It's Thursday.
Yes.
For sure. Hello.
Different day. Same place.
Do you have your phone on you?
I do.
Can you check and see if it's live on Instagram?
I can try.
It's supposed to be. Oh, yay! Yeah, so we're gonna chat a little bit about why we're over here and what our plans are for it. We figured we'd try to go live a couple minutes early so everyone could get a chance to see it, the notification. There you go. Thanks, Catherine.
How do I get to there?
It should,
Just
yeah,
okay.
it should say live on there. It doesn't, so I'm not sure why it's not casting over there. I think I did it right.
I mean, it could be me doing it wrong over here. I'm not sure, but
No, it's not you. Trying to get it to go live on Instagram. So let me see if what I did wrong here. Yeah, let me see if I can figure out why exactly.
yeah, we've got some really cool stuff this evening for those of the kinks, technically.
Yeah,
But I've got some really pretty plants that I've pulled that will be shortly in propagation. So a couple of really nice mother plants that have been growing out.
wonderful. I'm so glad you subscribed. Give me 1 second to.
We've got some cool stuff to show off.
Okay, did it work?
Are we there? Did it? Should I try again?
I don't see it. I'm not sure why not. That's okay. We will keep going.
No, it would
Hey.
it would be there, right?
Yeah, it should say live right there at the top on our story. It's not streaming for some reason.
Okay. Well, we're having some technical difficulties
With that part.
aspect.
That's
of it.
okay.
However, we're here for everybody else.
If you're on Instagram and you wouldn't mind sharing it around that we're live. I'm not sure if they're here yet. If Sienna's here tonight or not. I was on with her earlier, but I'm not sure if she was going to be able to be here this evening. So.
If so, that poor girl needs a vacation.
I know. Poor Sienna does everything.
So,
Oh, there's Sienna. Sienna, I'm not sure why I'm not casting. I copied the Instagram stream key. We see YouTube comments. Oh, that's right. Those are YouTube right there. I didn't realize.
Wow, fantastic. Welcome, YouTube.
Did you click start live on the computer on Insta? Maybe I didn't do that.
Okay. So, yeah.
We'll try that.
In the meantime, while we're working out those kinks, let me show you a couple of these pretty little plants that I've pulled. They're not actually little. We'll start with this beauty here. These are mother plants that need haircuts. So they will definitely be getting a haircut pretty soon. This first one here is an AH1025 Clone 2. Got some really beautiful leaves.
Go live. Oh, I see.
Look at those gorgeous leaves. Big and beautiful. splashy, veiny, all the things. She's a stunner.
Hang on 1 second. Again, I just gotta, well, let's see if these are the same codes they have.
Yes, I am tempting you guys all. I'm showing you all the things that will be very soon available. So, yes, this is like wish list building here. Now, some of you might have this one already. I just like showing it off because it's really showing out. This is a species AH049.
When I tap go live, Sienna, nothing's happening.
This is giving me some very strong elephant vibes. It's got really big, beautiful, splashy leaves, but really nice deep creases. And there's a couple of leaves that are trying to grow in like impeded. So there's like a little bit of wonkiness going on here, but I don't mind that so much. It is what it is. But look at those big, beautiful. It looks like a starry night, right? Those speckles. Whew, so beautiful. I'm a big, big fan. I never knew how beautiful this one was until I had it and it started growing here. But man, those leaves are just stunning.
If you're just joining us, give me just a minute. We're figuring stuff out over here, and then we will move forward with our announcement. But I don't know if I have the key wrong.
Make sure the codes are entered.
Top right of Instagram, the codes are different each time you open up. Okay, so maybe I have the wrong one.
Aren't these gorgeous? Yeah. It's got such a vibe to it.
Okay, I got to turn this off 1 second.
Give us just a minute, guys. Bear with us while we work with technology.
Okay, tap go live. Did that work?
Let's see.
No, I don't think it did. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. That's okay. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
Sienna very kindly asked me earlier if I wanted to run through this one more time. I'm like, no, I got it. I know what I'm doing.
We felt confident that we had it.
Always listen to your support person.
Yeah, support knows best.
I've never had a problem doing it before. I've done it several times, so I'm not sure. Select go live once your streaming software connects and displays.
Yeah, we'll work out the kinks,
Yeah,
and next
when
time
I-
we'll get it.
When I
to
push
cast
go live,
over.
nothing happens. So
Everybody tell your
Okay, no worry.
Instagram friends
Yeah.
to
if you're over
download
there,
District and join
tell
us over here.
them to join us over here. We've got giveaways. We're hoping to have everyone over so we can chat with everybody, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So hi.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to us over here to the new Schlief Tropicals.
Yes.
This is schleiftropicals.com. We're really excited to partner with District. If you've been over on District before, you already know what a great platform it's really developing to be,
Yeah.
how easy it is to use, how much interaction there's been with people over here. We decided that we wanted to change some things for our business, and they were the first people that we thought of when we were looking at the things that we wanted to change about how we did business.
Yeah.
So a little bit of backstory for us. We have been doing a website in the background since the Facebook selling days. SchleifTropicals.com was something that we used to use more heavily. And then as live selling became more of a feature, we realized that it was hard to keep up with inventory tracking, keeping everything.
Having multiple inventories corresponding, everything was very difficult to keep track of everything.
So we decided that we just wouldn't stock the website any longer. We would just keep our live stream platforms kind of cohesive to each other, and then we would, leave the website kind of foundering and not really active. But we realized that wasn't, always the best choice for the business when people weren't able to find us on a live stream that, if it's the middle of the week and they wanted to find some of our plants, they didn't have the easiest way to do that.
Yeah.
So we were like, what can we do that would help facilitate both things? We have really, really enjoyed being part of several different district markets here on the app and on the website. Yeah. As you guys know, we are big supporters of Overgrown Oasis. It
Absolutely.
is an amazing platform in and of itself. April and Derek are great friends, and we are really excited to still be a part of that.
They've grouped some really great sellers on there
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely. So we were like, what can we do to help facilitate our time over there and make it easier for us as a business? And we said, well, if we go to a district market for ourselves, then it's very, very easy. District makes it very easy to manage your inventory between the marketplaces with just a couple of clicks. I can move all of our listings between marketplaces in seconds, which is super cool.
It makes it a lot easier to manage that inventory.
Yeah.
It's not on two different places you have to cross-reference. That's huge.
Yeah. And it allows us to do some things that we haven't been able to do in a long time, like website drops. A lot of people, really enjoy that dopamine hunt of a sudden surprise website drop where you can go and find some fun plants. And we want to be able to do those type of things again.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got about 15 people here. Awesome. Kayla brought in some cool plants for some giveaways. We're going to do some speed giveaways. They're only 5 minutes long. I'm going to grab that first one over there.
Yes.
And then hopefully with just a few people here, you guys will have high odds of getting one of these pretty plants that he's put up for you. So I'll start the first one here. This one?
Yeah.
All right. This is a cutie. Hoya Rosario. One of our favorite sun stressors. Makes a beautiful little pink flower too. So make sure you enter the giveaway up at the top right corner. There. Nope, on the other side. Over there. So what makes our marketplace different than what you've seen so far? Our marketplace is our marketplace. It's not something we don't intend to replace or be similar to the great spaces like Overgrown Oasis. We still very much intend to be live weekly when you expect to see us on our Palm Street, on our Overgrown Oasis shows. Like, those are still places we very much enjoy connecting with the community, helping to educate, selling our plants. This is just a tool for us to use to make that easier. Yeah. So over here, you'll find us doing our thing, but we don't really intend to invite other sellers on here or anything like, not that we won't invite them on. If they want to sell, they could, but that's not really how we're using it right now.
Yeah.
But we do want you guys to be able to have some resources. Exactly, Tracy. Yeah, so that is a big thing for us. Is you guys have seen me struggle for close to 2 years now on being frustrated that I couldn't figure out a way to record some of the lives that we have and have those readily available for everybody. Hi.
This platform supports that so much easier.
So easy.
It's already there. So it's an integrated feature, and that makes it so much easier to be able to do that and make that available to everyone. That's a big reason why shifting over to this as our support is a good way for us as a business to. And
the support team has just been amazing. Like, they're so responsive compared to other places that we've been. They address you like a person and quickly, and they listen to ideas that you have, and they take feedback really well. So I think it's just a really cool tool to use. We still will be on, like I said, on OVO, sharing all the talks that we want to share and selling our plants, participating in all the live events over there. Good. I'm glad you found us.
Yeah, the information raid trains and stuff like that.
We love
think that's really awesome, and we want to participate whenever we can in those events as well. This is just a really nice host for our website so that we can have these interactive features available.
Overgrown to sleeptropicals.com.
Yeah.
And you can enter in the giveaway over here. Oh, thank you.
So this gives a nice platform where people can as in other district platforms, you can have chat groups, you can have conversations going on, you can have interaction amongst other members, and I think that's a really great way for community to build.
I knew you.
And also to support what we've always been interested in building with our customers is it's about community.
Yeah.
We love building community with our people and having them have a place to be able to talk with one another and engage and interact with one another, share their plants, share what they're proud of, share what they're struggling with, get help, get praise for when they're doing great. Like, it's a really fun place to be able to interact and engage with your plant friends. And so it's more than just a place to buy plants. It's a place to be with plant people and to hang with your plant friends. That's, I think, the bigger picture of it.
And we've struggled to find a spot to kind of be a repository of all of the information that we've compiled. And we realized that, we have the Facebook group, we have a Google Drive, we have the live streams, but I wanted somewhere where we could put more of those things all together so we can point, hey, if you have a question, go to schliefftropicals.com. You can find it 100% of the time, no matter what. We are still going to participate in all those things. We love the Facebook group. We're still going to keep it going.
Yeah.
This is just another thing to add in.
It's a little more interactive, and we can have those lasting lessons that you can click on and you can see a past show that helps you to learn a lesson that we aren't necessarily teaching that week, but you missed that week or whatever. It's available to you there. That's the cool thing about it, is at your leisure you can peruse those prior lessons.
Yeah, and we also have complete admin control here, right? So I have access to invite any of you to co-stream with us at any point.
Yeah,
that is something that we like on the other platform that we don't yet have over here. So when we're participating in somebody else's platform, not that they shouldn't. So that makes it really cool to be able to do, is that I can have people come over here, invite you on. We can easily co-stream. We can do one-on-one lives if you wanted to, and take a look at some of your plants. Who's going to get the first one? Yay, Tracy! Congratulations!
This is your beauty.
So, if you guys are following us and you're over on YouTube right now, come join us over at schliefftropicals.com so you can enter the next giveaway. Yay, there's Lori.
Okay, the next giveaway, we're going to get started right away because we have a few things to give away this evening. So this is a beautiful intervariegated obovata. Gorgeous, very splashy, very beautiful. Look at that gorgeous variegation on those new leaves. Adorable. So that is the next giveaway this evening.
So some other things that we think are really cool over here in this space that we wanted to point out to you. Let me go out here. All right, I gotta move this camera a little bit. That's our other child, Sydney. Sneaking past. All right, let me see. Let me get this up here. So I was clever enough to figure out how to put this on the TV. You can go. Hey, I'm glad you found us. So some things we wanted to point out to you over here are the channels that we've created. Over on the left-hand side, you can see these on the app or on the website. Oh, that was my fault. There it is. That we're really excited about. These are obviously things you probably have seen other places, but we're going to use them a little bit differently. So the first one here you're going to see is the wish list corner. I have people messaging all the time saying, hey, I want to be on the wait list for that one plant that I've been waiting for and I can't wait to see, that I want to know if it's coming. Here is your spot finally to say, Caleb, get on that. I want to know where my next plant is. So this is going to be sharing your most wanted Hoya plants and getting updates on when they're going to be available. So Caleb can keep you all updated, or I will on his tab.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it, Lori? I agree. It's so supportive. Caleb supporting Enchilada, exactly.
Right.
We've created a channel here we're calling the Hoya Help Desk. And this is where you can get information on problems, ask questions, you know, similar to the Facebook group. Ellen actually found us here a little bit early, maybe 2 weeks ago. And we were able to chat with her real quick, tell her how we dilute our Talac so she knew how to use that safely.
Yeah.
It does give us a home, exactly.
Yeah, we really like that about it. Look at all these great features, look at all this great support, and this is a lot stronger, a lot more potent than our prior host. That they just had support for our website, but our website was pretty limited to here's the plants you could buy from us, here's what's in stock, here's what's not in stock. But that was really pretty much the extent of it. There wasn't a lot else there. There wasn't engagement, there wasn't interaction with other people, and your plant friends weren't there to have conversation with. And I think that that's the benefit of here. There's so much more available.
This is probably my favorite channel. I'm really excited about this. This is something I've wanted for a while. We have a channel now called the Hoya Handbook, and this has all of our Google documents in it. So you can scroll down and pick all the documents that you've seen us share over different lives. Every time I make a new one, it'll be added here, and you can easily find those all in one place. Exactly. Yes, it is, Rebecca. It is a district host. District is a host. It has either two different ways of accessing it. You can access it online directly at schliefftropicals.com, or you can also access it via its app. Now, currently, it only has an Apple app, but they are working on an Android app, and that should hopefully be coming in the very near future.
Yeah.
Come back over here.
Really great features, right? So, like, I think we can really utilize that. It's a lot more potent of a tool than our prior host. Not that there was anything wrong with what we were doing at that time. It's just now I feel like this is a lot more capability.
I agree. I do feel like this is a different sense of community over here. I still recognize that, you know, the volume of people is more on the other side of the internet, as we like to refer to it as. But I am hopeful that as things grow, we were at the other app very early after its inception, within a couple of months. We were the very first Hoya people on that app selling.
Oh,
Okay, another winter.
Hooray.
Yay, Patty!
Congratulations.
Awesome. I think.
Yeah, so we were relatively early adopters on Palm Street, and it was pretty quiet there in the beginning too, and it grew pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there was a lot of people coming and tuning in and trying to hear what we were talking about, and I think that that's kind of what we're hoping for here as well. But we're going to continue to be on Palm Street. You're going to continue to see us on our regular shows. We're not evacuating from there at all. We're going to be here also. That's kind of how it is we'll be here always, and we'll be elsewhere occasionally. Yeah,
wherever we can pop up. We also, District is fantastic in that we can go live whenever we want. There's no restrictions. As many times we want, we can go live 9 times a day if we wanted to, 12 times a week. That isn't.
I can't make it that. I can't make it to that many shows, but
that isn't the same.
Yeah.
On the other side of the internet, we are limited to how many streams we can have.
Yeah.
Based on a number of factors. So this allows us to have a lot more casual, the early days, all those Hoya chats that we like, where we just jump on and plant some plants with you guys, or things like that. That's a lot of what you're going to see over here at schliefftropicals.com. We still will be doing live shows and streams here for selling, but we still intend to do most of our sales elsewhere, most of our live sales, I should say, elsewhere. And this will be more just whenever we want to jump on.
Yeah. But what's cool is when we do those Hoya chats, you guys will be able to tune into that at a later date because it'll be recorded on here.
Every day.
Available.
Technically, I could set up a camera and make you watch Caleb all day long.
You guys would get so bored.
And then you can tell me what happens when I'm at work.
You guys would get so bored watching
we can do Hoya Hangouts here
and feed frogs.
So I have the power. I have the power to approve anybody to co-stream with us, which is a lot of fun. Not that we couldn't have done that on Ovo. They are super helpful every time we've wanted to co-stream with giving the users that we're going live with the permissions to do so. This just, I always like, I don't want, they're such busy people. I hate interrupting them with more things, you know.
Will we get an email if we go live?
If you are subscribed to the marketplace, you will get an alert.
Okay.
We will always try to announce it on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And I will get, so normally one of the things that District does that the other app doesn't do is it allows us to cast to multiple social media platforms. We can cast to Instagram, to Facebook, to YouTube, to, there's more. And so normally that works. For some reason, it didn't work for me this evening. I probably did something wrong. Twitch, yes. But we will always cast, and you will get an Instagram alert as well that, hey, we're live. And that will like also be a good reminder to come on over here.
Yeah.
On Instagram, you can see everything that we're saying, obviously the video, but you can't see all of the comments here on the screen.
Yeah. Your best access is to be here on the app.
On the app or on the website at sleeftropicals.com.
Right.
Now, and the cool thing is you can still easily access those other marketplaces. All you have to do is click our little logo just above our channel. So that I was just showing you, and you'll see a menu quickly of Overgrown Oasis and all the other marketplaces that you joined, and you can flip back and forth. You can I found it very cool that I could be in our marketplace and watching a live from Ovo at the same time, which I thought was just very neat. So you can kind of get all the live streams you want at the same time. Oh, I forgot to start another giveaway.
We need to start the next giveaway here.
This is a pretty one too.
This is a good one. This is a Fusco Fecci cross. Look at that big, beautiful leaf. Gorgeous dark margins. Excellent veins. But look at the size of this plant. It's big and juicy. Super beautiful. Next giveaway.
This marketplace here will also be the hub of all of our non-perishable items. So our trellises, our soil, our t-shirts, sweatshirts, all those things that we've been working on behind the scenes are going to go up here very shortly. And that will be a place that's easy for you to purchase them from.
With our new branding.
Yeah, with all of our new logo.
Yes.
It's hard to sell them during live streams and have the shipping be separate from the plants.
Yeah.
We don't want to ship these items with plants just for the safety of the plant. But it'd be very easy for you to be able to access them anytime over here as well. So that was another big feature for us.
Yeah.
Did I do it all? Did I cover all the things?
I think that's the things that.
Oh, also, can you see this back here?
Oh, yes.
This
That's
is completely
another
unrelated.
really cool thing. We just
It just came
received
in
in
the
the
mail.
mail today these amazing by
I'm
Alexis.
so excited. These are from Looking Glass Sprouts.
Glass Sprouts. Oh my.
Her first purge.
So cool. We were fortunate enough to
Yeah.
be able to both get a sweatshirt.
Yeah, she has another purge tomorrow morning, I think. So I don't know if she's doing
She sent us
flower
some
or doing
stickers.
Yeah, stickers.
Those
I'm so
stickers are
happy.
amazing. So cool. And it's her own artwork. It's so cool.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, if you're lucky enough, grab some. But if you don't, I'm gonna. Because they're awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, they're gonna look really good in your planner.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so excited about it.
So, I knew you would be. When I saw that Clemensorium and is
where
that
did you put them?
Coracia?
Over there on the table. Thank you. I know. The things that make us happy, right? I don't need tropical vacations.
let me show
I need
you.
a couple of stickers and I'm happy. Oh, there's some.
These will make you guys happy too. Look.
Look how cute these are. Corsia silver. Cute.
Is that not amazing? What a beautiful sticker. Beautiful artwork.
Yeah. That's the one that's on the sweatshirts.
This is a sunrise or is this
Sunrise.
Rebecca?
Oh, is that Rebecca? Maybe it's Rebecca.
It looks
I thought it was the same one that's
Rebecca
on the t-shirt.
asked to me, but it could be a sunrise too.
Mhm.
But isn't that beautiful? And then this one here is the one that really caught my eye. Look at those.
He's gonna try to fight me for it. He's gonna
That
lose, but
is
he's gonna
stunning.
try.
I know I wouldn't win that fight. I'm not even gonna try to fight you for stickers. They're definitely yours.
Yeah. All right.
You deserve them.
I do.
You've earned the sticker. All the stickers.
All the stickers. Yeah. So yeah, so that is what's going on over here. So this is something we've been working on for several months that we had intended to.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Thank
Look at the
you.
veins on those and the flowers. I mean, way to go, Alexis, of
Yeah.
looking glass sprouts. If you ever get a chance to get some of these stickers,
She has actual
or the
reproductions of her
sweaters,
paintings.
or
And
paintings,
they're really pretty.
any of it, that's beautiful artwork, and you definitely should.
Calcinia, yeah, Calcinia or
Try
Calcinia
hard.
Stargazer. It is a beautiful Hoya. It is a thin leaf Hoya, right? That's Calcinia. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not entirely certain. I don't know the.
We had it. We killed it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I've killed a few of those thin leaf ones, I have to say.
Calcinia.
It's fuzzy also. I don't
Yeah.
recall this one.
Yeah, that one. It's a very pretty Hoya.
It looks like Lauterbach.
It does look like Lauterbach. More round. But yeah, it is fuzzy. It is super pretty. It is a slightly more high maintenance Hoya.
Yeah.
More like a multiflora or what's the other terrestrial looking one? They are red. Yeah, they're really cute. They have that
Platycalus.
Yeah, Platycalus.
Oh man, that was a beautiful one.
Beautiful species.
While it lasted, it grew beautifully. It flowered, and then I took some cuttings of it, and it just, the whole thing melted, and all the cuttings melted at the same time, and I was like, no! It was such a beautiful plant. I should have just left well enough alone.
Hi, A. Clark. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome
so we're
to
over
the
here. So like I said, so this is something that we had in the works for a while. The original launch was supposed to be like the 12th of March. With all the family events that happened, we had to put it off and didn't get to maybe have the big deal that we had thought we would be, but we realized it's not really who we are. Yay, Laura got one.
Hooray.
That is a beautiful plant. You're gonna enjoy it.
Yes, definitely.
It's my favorite right now with the dark margins. I really like these Fusco Fitchy crosses. So.
All right, guys. Here is.
I yanked this one out of the floorboards for you.
This is the plant of the day. Look at this massive Latifolia Rangsan splash. Absolutely stunning. Super beautiful. 2 long vines. Very big plant. This is one of mine. But it's my second, so I guess I could let it go.
He's lying. It's his third.
Right out from under the floorboards. You wouldn't believe that I have these growing in the midst of the whole collection, but they're just
I mean, you guys just went on a tour that long ago, and none of you saw it either, so you can't blame me.
Right? So, yeah, this is the last and final giveaway of the evening, but it's a beaut, and that's why we saved it till last. Well, that's obvious. I mean, come on.
We've had
now.
the testing.
Yeah. No, the testing came back positive. Keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Is what they said.
Exactly. Do not leave unsupervised.
Not to be left unsupervised. With Hoyas.
Yeah. Good.
So,
I hope somebody gets to love it. Caleb will be okay. He'll survive without it.
I will survive. I do have another one. It's on the fence, though. Like, if you guys know about our fence, it's kind of a thorn in my side. It needs to be cut back, but it just flowered not too long ago, so it is what it is. And
yes, if you go to the Hoya
Erythrostema,
if you go to our newly created Hoya Handbook channel, there is a Hoya nomenclature handout, and there's got all the different groups in there too.
Yeah. No, I'm quite sure I need to be checked. I fully admit to that. Yeah.
So that is what we're doing over here. We hope that it's a tool that helps serve our customers. That's ultimately what we really want it to do, is to offer you guys more resources, more easy access to the resources that we give.
Yeah.
Easy access to us, another place to find us. We still want to give you guys the opportunity to find us in all the other places too. We want to be accessible wherever you are.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that being diversified gives us a little bit of a
I don't know that one.
ability to be a little more fluid. I think that being on a single platform and being dependent on that platform for your audience puts you in a position of vulnerability. And that's something that as a business, you really need to, as you know, that's something that we've considered as a business. We need that diversity in our workflow.
Well, now I need it.
Ooh, a black flower.
Googling, yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
I think you're right. I think Mary I is in that group.
In my best George Takei voice. Oh my. Okay. We really feel like this platform has a lot of really great features that will serve our company. It's a great move.
So stay tuned for more.
To a better host, we feel. And
As you
I
roll
think
it
it's
out.
really cool. And I think that for what we're doing, for what our company's doing, that serves us quite well. There are other companies that are compiling other businesses together on their platform, and I think that's great too. But it's just a different angle. That's all. It's a different idea and a different viewpoint.
And they're all welcome to come hang out with us over here.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, absolutely. If any of them, if they want to sell here for any reason, I wouldn't stop them.
Right.
I don't know that they need to.
It's just not our focus.
Yeah.
Gathering other sellers, it doesn't.
There's so many great places for that already. We don't need to compete with that.
Yeah.
So
we just wanted to have a place where you guys could have access to our information and our other videos and stuff like that. And we've really struggled to make that available to you guys. And here, this is a great opportunity where it's set up for that. It's really kind of a blessing that it's going to work out in that way.
So the grand plan, if I can make it work, is to get a second device and run the live streams dual. Like, so that when we're doing the educational stuff elsewhere, it is at least recorded over here.
So that is optimistic and
if I can dual
ambitious.
stream.
But we're gonna try and do stuff like that.
Yeah, that is kind of, or we have to convince everybody over there to come over here. That would be better.
Yeah.
then we just have to do one.
We'll do live lessons.
And maybe that's what we do. Maybe
That
we're
would be
like,
fun.
okay, selling done. Meet us over there.
Yeah.
I think more and more people are finding out that District is very easy to use and very user friendly.
Yeah.
As it gets more and more, who's going to get the big one? Rebecca.
Congratulations. Nice. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. As they launch more features and more people, I think you're going to see, obviously we've seen more and more sellers developing marketplaces. I think that's going to be a trend that you see, is that more people take on District over here and make individual marketplaces.
Yeah. We're really excited about all of the great features that they offer. And, we kind of thought there was going to be a barrier of, they're going to require us to have a certain amount of sales per week that we can't meet, and we'll need to team up with other sellers in order to meet that quota or something like that. That wasn't the requirement, and they said we're happy to cater to.
They were so welcoming
just
and
you
wonderful.
by yourselves,
Yeah.
and I'm like blown away by that opportunity. I'm thinking that's great. These are a ton of great options, a ton of great, there's a lot of really cool things that you guys have available and have access to. And I think that that's a phenomenal bargain in the sense that this works really well with our business, and joining with District, we're able to provide these services on an ongoing basis.
I know that it's still a frustration, and it's one that we're working on, and that's why we have very specifically tried not to, make sure that we're accessible to you guys, so that if you're having frustrations, we can help you solve them, because there's definitely, I'm going to need a second, Caleb. This is honestly, this is one of the reasons why you saw us setting up that second grow space, and this is one of the reasons why we were trying to get things in order and in place, because we're hopeful that the growth here will require that we make more plants. Right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
And then we will probably need a second, Caleb.
I'll have to train a protege.
Oh, God, if there were two of them, I don't know if I'd survive.
Oh, no. They can't have the same personality as me. But just some of the same fanatical.
What kind of things did you run into, guys, that were frustrating you? Sienna's here, and I'm sure she can help us, and she'll definitely take that feedback back to the developer team. Like I said, they have been amazing.
To be clear, the number one frustration is I am an Android user as well, so I fully understand the frustration with not being able to get logged in on your Android as an app. they are working on that, and that will eventually take place. It's just one of those last cogs to fall in. It's one of those last pieces to the puzzle. This is on its way to being a great app, and all of those capabilities will eventually be enabled.
Okay. What were you guys joining on a browser on your phone or on your computer?
Yeah.
Phone. Okay. Just so that she can help determine what might be the underlying issue. My mom is also an Android user, and my daughter went over there earlier and helped her set it up on her phone, and then was able to cast it to her TV so that she could watch it on her TV. And that's how I figured out that I could do that today.
Yeah. You did it on your computer. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not 100% flawless, but there is a team working on it. And
Interesting.
Sienna, nonetheless, she's a big part of the team that's been helping us to get everything together, and it's huge. Like I said, I keep saying she needs a vacation.
Thank you guys for sharing
so
that.
hard, but tirelessly making sure that everything is working up to the standard, or that if there's a problem, they're actively trying to help. That's huge.
Okay. I'm sure that we will touch base with Sienna again after this, and I will let her know that you guys are having trouble with that part.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Slow to load the second time. Okay. Interesting. All right. Which are you guys using Chrome, or which browser are you using? I wonder if that makes a difference. Okay. Safari. Google. No idea. Same. Caleb couldn't tell you one browser. So. Okay, cool. That's very interesting to know.
That helps. Every little bit of feedback definitely helps. But again, there's an active team that is working to make this experience better. We are drinking officially iced tea. Unofficially, this is
Evernorth Night Stalker.
Evernorth Night Stalker.
Okay.
We were lucky enough to find some.
Try to search on Chrome. You can't log in. Interesting.
It's one of those ones that everyone gets really fist fighty about trying to get a hold of. But we had to see what the fuss was all about. So we're like, well, some came available recently.
You go to Google. We'll see if I have a problem.
And we were like, well, let's give it a try and see if it's any good.
No Google. Just regular Google.
Oh.
Can you go to sleeftropicals.com? Nice, Rebecca. Excellent choice. Put bourbon in everything.
What? There's a Schlief Chiropractic Wellness?
Oh, interesting. That's not us. We don't do that.
No, it's not us at all. Website?
Yeah. See what happens for you.
I go right to the district app.
Okay. That's the website. But yeah, if you go to sign in, log in. Do you have a user on district?
Probably not. No.
Okay. Well, let's do it together. Let's make you one with everybody here. Sign up now.
See, this is how illiterate I am to technology.
Make yourself a username there. Have you ever had bourbon cream? I have. I'm a Buffalo Trace girl, so they have a bourbon cream that is tasty. But oh my goodness, did you see the flooding down there? I was very worried for the bourbon. I mean, I'm very worried for the people too. Absolutely. Caleb, it took a minute, Catherine. You have to understand how much work it took.
When I used to be on Instagram quite frequently,
this is what happened. He just hands me his phone, and then I make it all right.
That was a long time ago, and I was proficient with that age's technology. It's been a minute, and nowadays, I don't even know how to post. It's sad. It really is.
You poor guy.
I'm technologically illiterate.
Yes, true Gen X. Yeah. Why does it say the email's incorrect?
Yeah, it's the worst. I can never. I get locked out of my accounts if there's a password. I'm totally screwed. It's so frustrating to me. I can't remember the password or something, or I didn't put the right capital on something, or it's impossible. High five, Tammy. You and I were both.
What did you make your username?
Caleb Schleif, no space. Yeah, so it is what it is, but I accept it, and you know, I'm getting by. I'm getting by all right so far. If I ever have to fend for myself, that's another story. I'm going to depend pretty heavily on my daughter, probably. But, yeah. What can you do? Yeah. District is not a difficult app to maneuver. I just personally have never tried. It's one of those things like we've been setting up our site on there, but I have not been on too many live shows on my phone. We usually watch it on your phone.
Yeah, we have to teach him how to do it on his own so that he can get on when I'm not home. Because that's a lot of it, right? Like, we'd like you guys to be able to interact with us frequently, but I am the one who does all the technology and I still have to work all day. So,
yeah.
We'll get him there, though.
Yeah, it gets to be, like, I can do the Facebook pretty decently because I know, like, I get the alerts and I know how to get to it and all that. So,
God forbid he loses his password, though. Cause...
Yeah, I'd be screwed.
All right, I can't do this while I'm on live. I'll have to set you up
later.
We'll
sort it out.
Yeah,
later.
I have to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, so that's basically it.
The long and short of it is this particular platform is a particularly excellent host because we have so many great options available to us, and we did not have those available on our prior host, and that's kind of why it became extinct. It wasn't as effective as a website could be, and I think that on this host it is. There is interaction, there's engagement, people can interact with each other, they can interact with us, they can ask us questions, they can buy plants from us in the store. All of these things are available on schleiftropicals.com. It takes you straight to the district app, and you have all of these options available to you. Prior lessons, prior handouts, all the plants we have available on the market at the moment, any conversations or any chats that you want to join or wish lists you want to add to, or all of those great features and options are available to you.
I'm excited to see what you guys put in there.
And I think that's amazing. I think that's a really cool way to interact with you guys and see what you can't wait to see make the market, or I think that that's a good way for us to interact with each other, and you guys can send us a direct message. Hey, how about that thing I've been waiting on?
Yeah.
Where are you at with that? And I can respond to you and say, okay, here's where we're at, and I wish it was further along, but here's where we are, and that way that this is what's going on.
Well, then sometimes I'm like, oh gosh, who asked for this? Like, I know somebody wanted to be notified when it was ready.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time keeping track, anyway. So, So speaking of Schleif Tropicals and Ovo, we have just finished getting ready. The live will be up soon, but you're going to see us very soon over on Ovo at Brew Something New on April 22nd. Tuesday evening. We're going to do another Hoya mounting class.
Yes.
Caleb's going to make us some of those hanging baskets that you guys saw that we put that Lacanosa in. We're going to do that live. It is a great show. It is a fun time. So we're really excited. So we're going to make sure to I'll put it up here. I'll put it up in Facebook, everywhere. Materials list so that you guys can gather all your materials exactly ahead of time if you wanted to make one along with us. But that's what I mean. You're still going to see us plenty of other places. We're going to be on all the other platforms. We're going to be sharing everywhere. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, I hope you were mindful of how much weight you ordered of cork. We ordered what was it, 10 pounds? But it was like this giant box.
We had no idea. Cork is very light. Yeah. 10 pounds of cork is a lot of cork. Okay, 2 pounds is probably more reasonable.
Awesome. You should be in the clear.
Yeah.
No, I think that'll be a great amount. And what's cool about cork is you have very unique pieces that you have to kind of wrap your head around how you're going to work it. So I think that's really kind of a cool way to do it. I enjoy cork bark. It's very non-biodegradable, so it lasts a long time in the terrariums or under those kind of moisture-rich circumstances. So it's a very good substrate to use for mounting Hoyas. That's why we typically use something like that. But it's a great option.
Yeah. Well, all right. Did we answer all the questions you might have about this new platform? Is there anything we didn't cover that you're wondering about?
Yeah. I feel like we covered all the bases in terms of like why it's better, why we've moved here, what we're going to be doing here. We will probably occasionally put a sale up here.
Yeah.
We will have plants available in the shop here. And when we do sales on other platforms, like we said, we'll be able to easily ship those plants from our store here to that platform for the time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just this is going to be our new website platform and host. And it also is going to have a lot of really cool options. So it's not just send us a message on our website if you have a problem with your plant, or if you're, looking for a t-shirt. There's a lot more options available there to look us up for.
Yeah, so keep checking back here. Over the next couple of weeks, you'll see more things added, more stuff like t-shirts and stuff added, more events added. The plants will be updated more frequently. So
we're going to be adding the sweatshirts, right?
Yeah.
The sweatshirts will be added, so you'll be able to order the sweatshirts, the hoodies, which I'm very excited about because I love the hoodies.
Yeah.
I wear them nonstop.
Pretty much.
You guys have seen me in them like 600,000 times, I'm sure. But yeah, they're very comfortable, and it's just like it's like a hoodie. You just can't do without it. But then it has.
Should get you a hat.
It's fantastic. Yeah, we need to make a hat. A hat would be cool, and I think we'd probably have some of our people that would like a hat. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think that's
people wouldn't recognize me without my hoodie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys all for joining us this evening.
We can use this platform to do the streaming from Mom's house, so you can see the other grow space.
Yeah, that's another cool thing.
And we're going to use it to do the setup of the patio, so you'll get to see that because we have so many more options to go live. So,
yeah,
there's some fun stuff coming.
Lots of fun stuff this summer.
Mushroom hunting.
You're going to see our patio, maybe see some mushroom hunting, maybe see some over at Mom's house in the basement. What's going on over there? New developments on the horizon, the growth front. And so a lot of exciting stuff going on here for Schlief Tropicals, for us. And, this is just one of those developments, is having this place as our website host. It's a really great platform for us to be able to engage and interact with people, not just put up plants and maintain a separate inventory that seems completely separated from our whole online presence, which really, this is how we see our people. This is how we sell our plants. This is how we engage with our customers. So having a website that's sort of separate is sort of feels a little awkward and a little off to the side.
I felt forgotten about because it really was. I didn't pay much attention to it.
Yeah, so I feel like this is a little more in the center of the fray, in the center of the mix, and there's going to be active conversation going on here. There's going to be people engaging here. Hopefully you guys will be sharing your plants here and showing off your beauties, and I think that'll be a really great way for everybody to interact with each other, and I think that helps to build the community like we've tried to do on the Facebook Marketplace. This gives even more options. We can go live, you guys can co-stream, we can share our plants, we can have conversation here. All of our shows, all of our stuff will be available for you guys to be able to access later on. I think this is a really cool platform to work from. So we're excited about the growth here. We're excited about the new capabilities here.
But you'll still see us in all your favorite places. So normal schedule for this weekend, you'll find us exactly where you expect to. I'm not sure when we'll be back live here yet, but it will be very soon. Probably casual, jumping on. Hopefully I will have figured out the Instagram thing by then, and you guys will get notification that way as well. All of the streams will be recorded so that I can also upload them on the YouTube channel, which will be really nice. Yeah. I think that's it. We shared some pretty plants.
Yes.
Shared some information.
Thank you all for joining us this evening.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Thank you.
Your giveaways will be shipped Monday morning.
Yeah. If you need a heat pack, can you just send me a message so that I make sure that you have one in your pack? I'm happy to throw one in. I just want to make sure that I include one if you did win a plant and you want one. So
Yeah.
I know it's kind of like right on the line. So
Yeah, we're confident either way, but if you want one, let us know.
Thank
and we'll
you,
make sure that
Sandra.
you're covered. But thank you all for joining us this evening. It's been a great meeting here and discussion about the future. We really appreciate all you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. And we welcome you to join us in this next adventure on this platform.
awesome. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.